Hey guys, this is No Solution. I'm Scott, and got a blind buy Blasphemies today. I haven't been doing these as much as I should or would like to. One of the things I like about doing it is it forces me to go through the piles of shit that I've accumulated. I just sent Simon a picture of. We're sending each other pictures of our stacks of stuff that we haven't listened to, and it's pretty embarrassing. So, anyway, I just got these in from Kim at This Is Music. I made a video unboxing those, his VCLT. So thank you very much again, Kim. And I'm just gonna do those, the ones that just came in the door. He sent me 5, but the Sarcasm album I already had, so I will just go with the other 4. So let's get started. First one up is Aurora Borealis, their 2022 album on Hammerheart, and it is called, it's a mouthful, Prophecy is the Mold in Which History is Poured. Really cool title. I really like that cover as well. So lyrically, this kind of deals with the Masons and conspiracy and ancient gods, and I don't know. I haven't delved all that much into it. I just, with the Blind by Blasphemies, I'll listen to them once and then kind of tell you what I think. So when this started, I was kind of like, heard it. I don't know. There's an intro and then the first song, God Hunter, but very quickly, it really roped me in. So let's see. As I didn't look at my notes, let's see. Band from Maryland. This is their 8th full length. They've been going since the 90s. Mainly the project, I would guess, or solely the project of Ron Vento, who also of Imperial Crystalline Entombment, which I believe last year put out an album that everyone was raving about. So this is black and death metal. It is techie without being annoying techie, if you know what I mean. It's not showy and wanky, I guess I would say. But yeah, back to God Hunter, the first song. I thought it was a little generic, but the little touches in it really make it. There aren't really hooks, but those are the hooks to me. Like really cool vocal patterns. There's really short, shreddy bursts of solos. Kind of groovy parts, also very short, but they really kind of keep it. It's always moving. There's dynamics to it. It's not just blasting, screaming at you the whole time. I really like the vocals. They're very vicious. Yeah, like I said, a lot of blast beats throughout, but within that, there's some tempo variation, and like I said, all those cool little touches in there. Ephemeral Rise is like the 4th song, I believe, and that one does get a bit more melodic and mid-paced on it. There's still blast beats all over it, but kind of in comparison. Yeah, and I think when I opened that, I said I used to have an album of theirs. I looked it up, and I do not think I ever did. I think the reason I recognize the logo and have heard the name a lot because they did a ton of those Dwell tributes that I was kind of going through, and then I did a couple videos. I was like, oh, there's not really a whole lot to talk about, so I kind of quit. But they did, I don't know, 7 or 8 of those. They're like on the Black Sabbath one, they're on the Slayer one, Judas Priest, I believe, on and on and on. Like they could have made, I think they did make like a digital album to give away of like all their tribute songs that they did. But yeah, so I believe this is my first time hearing their original material, and I really like it. So I'm going to be on the lookout for their other albums for sure. So a winner there, Kim. Kind of go to the more straightforward one next. Cemetery Echo, and it is called "Come Share My Shroud." I really like that cover as well. And this is an EP, just an intro and 3 songs. Runs about 16 minutes or so. So this is, let's see. I'll look at the hype sticker again to see what it said. Goth and roll death rock from the tombs of Buffalo, New York. Yep. Yeah, exactly. It is a goth / death rock album. There are kind of harsher vocals, but there are clean vocals as well. I would say maybe cross Babylon Horrors with Sisters of Mercy is kind of a good starting point. They mentioned Danzig, and I don't hear a lot of Danzig in there, but yeah, just super fun. It's just like it's death rock goth. If you're into that, and haven't heard this band, I would definitely suggest checking them out. I did write down some of the lyrics for the third song that it's fucking hard to read, man. Well, in the camera, it's better. Just looking at it down, it's like black on purple. Youth Disease. So the second full length song, part of the lyrics are "Shake the maggots off and put your Ray-Bans on." So that kind of vibe. You know, dead people having sex, stuff like that. But quite commercial, actually, if you're into that sort of thing. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. They have another EP out this year or last year, maybe the year before, I don't know. But this is the debut from 2020, and it's on Petrichor, which I had never heard of. It's a subsidiary of Hammerheart. All right, now we'll get into the weirdo ones. This is Sarut. It has my favorite kind of slipcase, the one that's exactly the same as the actual album. This is another EP on Petrichor. Came out in, I believe, 2020 was the digital release, and then this came out in 2021. It's a Finnish band. They describe themselves as blackened hardcore / post-hardcore / black gaze. Now, if you hear black gaze and you're thinking Death Heaven and you're running, screaming, yelling poser at the top of your lungs, maybe give this a chance. This is not like Death Heaven until it is. Okay. Yeah, so I would say blackened hardcore, very, very exciting riffing and screamed vocals. There's a sludgy feel to it, but I am not a sludge fan, and I like it, so it's not too sludgy. The first two songs are pretty straightforward, of that blackened hardcore, very aggressive. The third song, they're all in Finnish, so I'm, whatever. Track 3, I'm calling it because I don't know how to say that. Has kind of a shoegazy intro, and then kind of more introspective parts, more kind of like beautiful melodies to it. And then the fourth song, if you hate Death Heaven, the fourth song you might be a little scary for you. There's more kind of major key, kind of beautiful parts like Death Heaven does, and I really love the ending to it. It's just like a wall of guitars, but again, I keep saying beautiful, but a very beautiful ending to it. So it kind of runs the gamut in the 20 minutes. It's very in your face and aggressive, and then gets to the more beautiful stuff at the end. They have a full length out that I'm definitely going to be seeking out because I really enjoyed this. So Sarut, I don't know, SURUT, and self-titled. All right, now we're getting the freaking real weirdo one of the bunch here, and I got to look at if there was a hype sticker in here, I got to look at it because I don't remember what it said, and I'm having trouble describing what this is. Okay. Dark romanticism captured within black and metal and haunting melodies for fans of Cradle of Filth, Primordial, and Satyricon. All right. I don't hear those bands in this really at all, but okay. So the band is... That's what it says on the cover. It stands for White Snake of Blackened Maze. And this is by the Rivers of Heresy. Came out in 2020. They're from Belgium. This is also on Petrichor. And Metal Archives describes them as avant-garde progressive black metal. I mean, I guess when you throw those avant-garde progressive things in front of something, then it seems like you can make anything you want, or it can describe anything. This is a hard one to describe, and this is one of them that it is not fair to come on here and tell you about it after only having heard it once, because I feel like I really got to get my head around it. It starts out with kind of a very piano-led melody with deep vocals, but they're kind of almost spoken. And then kind of blasts and guitar, like tremolo guitars come in, but they're almost in the background, making the whole thing feel kind of tranquil. So yeah, I thought like the piano thing was the intro, but that's really like the driving force of the song. And then, yeah, I wasn't sure what to think. Like the extreme elements seem almost incidental, or like for accents, not really the point of the song. And for for a lot of it, I felt like, now I'm just going to sound like I'm shitting on it. I'm not shitting on it. That they're playing, the instruments are playing around the song instead of just playing the song, if you know what I mean. Like, they're like, the song's here and the instruments are just doing this instead of just playing the song. I'm sure that's what they're going for. So, it's just if you can, if it connects with you or not. So then, it took till the fourth song, "Smash the Law," that I really started to get it a little bit. It was a bit more. I think that song's also a little bit more straightforward, and yeah, just odd stuff all throughout. Like in Arise, the sixth song, there's a whistling, like somebody's whistling, and that's the melody for a while. I don't know, man. I've got to say, check it out for yourself. I'm definitely gonna be listening to it more, because that first listen, I feel like I was just starting to maybe get my head around a little bit. Definitely not bad. Definitely an interesting album. So I would say, yeah, check it out. So I would say, Kim, home run on that VCLT. You've got 4 things I liked to one degree or another, and 1 I also like because I already had it. So I'll be passing that on. I guess that's it. Thanks for listening to me ramble, guys. I enjoy doing these, and I enjoy like writing down what I think. It kind of helps to solidify my thoughts, because if I just listen to something and then tomorrow you ask me about it, I'd be like, oh, this is good. I don't know, I liked it, and I wouldn't have anything to say. So taking the notes does really help me to get my thoughts in order. So, right, that's it. Thanks, guys, for watching, and as always, CM Punk is a piss baby. Later.